Thank you for visiting Wealthy Coins again. CEO of Google admits that Shiba Inu can be burned. Get ready to leave your job forever. SHIB updates. Hours after the failure of Silicon Valley banks threatened the viability of the majority of digital businesses, hundreds of SXSW attendees poured into a tranquil retreat on Monday. The WHMI temple pays tribute to the crypto slogan, "We're all gonna make it," and has a virtual landscape with windswept bamboo and cherry tree forests, as well as a distinctive monument to the Shiba Inu, a kind of Japanese hunting dog. It was a welcome change from the defunct financial systems, and an early peek at the metaverse that the Shiba Inu cryptocurrency team was creating. Watch this video to find out what the Google CEO has to say about the Shiba Inu burn. Get ready to leave your job forever. SHIB updates. To stay updated on our latest material about Shiba Inu price forecasts and expert analysis, hit the like button, share it and subscribe to the channel. Now let's get the video started. Last Friday's bank run was just the beginning of the inevitable decentralization of crypto. In an interview with Fast Company conducted via Google Meet, the enigmatic lead developer of Shiba Inu, who goes by just a pseudonym and an avatar of a cloaked figure, revealed his identity. He refuses to speak out and instead types into a chatbot while turning off his video camera. He's authorizing fractional reserves for banks. That 5% worldwide adoption rate is going up as more people become aware of this and chose to diversify. Then they ask, what is this SHIB thing? Our awesomeness is revealed to them. That is not to say that some individuals are unaware. Although there is currently a small but dedicated group of Web3 advocates on Twitter, SIGP has the potential to garner the most devoted fanbase among crypto digens. The SIGP army of token supporters took the creation of the token, which began as a funny idea 2.5 years ago, very seriously, in the hopes that it would one day surpass Doge Coin, another meme-based currency. With their combined efforts, they catapulted Shiba Inu into what was once a top 10 cryptocurrency, with a market valuation of $44 billion, all thanks to a social media bootstrapping rally. The Shiba Inu universe has grown since its inception, thanks to the release of Shiba Swap, a decentralized trade network, and a set of 10,000 Shiboshi NFTs, featuring pixelated Shiba Inu characters, with various accessories, such as pizza slices and pirate hats. Canadian luggage brand Bugatti partnered with Shiba Inu after the dog received support from Ethereum co-founder Vitalik Buterin and crypto heavyweight Elon Musk. What started out as playful meme trolling now has 3.6 million crypto Twitter followers, who are also among the platform's most outspoken users, eager to jump on news bursts and throw out hashtags like #ShibArmyStrong and #HailShib, all while pledging to skyrocket the SHIB hashtag. It ranked third among all cryptocurrencies in 2022. Shibarium, its Layer 2 blockchain, debuted in beta last week alongside a suite of new tokens in anticipation of a flagship metaverse, SHIB the Metaverse. This metaverse will launch with the first virtual storefront for rock and roll fashion designer John Richmond, marking its most significant advancement to date. This is SHIB's way of trying to transcend meme currency status. Part of the charm of the Shiba Inu comes from its strange mythos. Even before his abrupt disappearance from the internet last summer, its inventor, Ryoshi, was cloaked in secrecy. He has permanently removed his comically feline-shaped avatar from the Discord servers. However, he left behind some evidence. After the token had amassed 6,000 wallets, Shitoshi decided to join the journey that Ryoshi had started. However, it has been following ever since Musk's tweets started it soaring. It is also unknown how much money SHIB has. Sales of land plots in the metaverse go toward funding metaverse development, as stated by Shitoshi, but the funds from the sale of Shiboshi NFTs go toward other uses. No decision on tokenomics or team retention of shares regarding Leash and Bone has been made as of yet. They wouldn't say whether they collect a percentage of Shiba Swap's fees. There has been no venture capital raised by them. The community is SHIB's biggest boast, albeit the word has been used many times in interviews, blog posts and tweets. According to Marcy Jastro, the chief advisor for SHIB Metaverse, who spoke with Fast Company, the team is already taking army criticism into account when they plot the metaverse. They contracted with a company to build it on Unreal Engine. However, there is no artistic director. They start by sketching out ideas in black and white, then they post the drafts on a blog, and see what others think on social media. Then they make many iterations of adjusting, coloring, and 3D rendering. The Wagime Temple, the first of 11 future zones, is a pristine fantasy realm teeming with outdoor yoga and grazing deer. Even in other metaverses, such as Decentraland, the Sandbox, or the other side of Yuga Lab, that community is there, usually perceived as rivalry. However, Jastro is adamant that the pioneers must unite for a space as young and revolutionary as the metaverse. She compares it to the early days of virtual reality. We wish success for all. We merely desired for the headset to function. During crypto winter, when venture capital investment is at a standstill and survival is more ruthless than ever, it could feel overly nice. Of course, Jastro is correct. Every metaverse has a hard time convincing people to live in Web 3 or even a 3D Web 2, so what works for one may not work for another. After losing $13.3 billion in 2022, Mark Zuckerberg bet his company's name on the idea of the metaverse, but today Meta is more focused on artificial intelligence than the metaverse. This is despite Zuckerberg's fervent support for Horizon Worlds. Even though it is widely considered the market leader, Decentraland only has 8,000 users who log in every day, while the Decentraland ETF from Grayscale was selling for 60 cents on the dollar towards the end of last year. The value of some metaverse coins has dropped by 80% or more. Shiba Inu's current market capitalization is $6 billion USD, with 589 trillion tokens in circulation and a price of 0.00001 USD. As was previously thought, if the token were to look for a $1 per token value, if this is true, the suggested valuation would be $589 trillion, which is far higher than the GDP of the world. Recent events involving Shiba Inus have continued to garner media attention. Many people are interested in investing in Shiba Inus because of the large returns they might potentially achieve. The number of people who own and trade Shiba Inus is growing in tandem with the breed's popularity. That such a price would need such a precipitous drop in supply is obvious to any prudent investor. Despite this, the distinctive millennial-driven cryptocurrency's present low price and great prospective returns are attracting many crypto fans. At the time of writing, the token SHIG, which powers the second largest meme coin, Shiba Inu, was trading at $0.00001120, a 15% increase. Price action for Shiba Inus retested and surpassed key descending trendline support in early March, suggesting a possible trend reversal to the upside. Earlier in February, SHIG had surpassed its January breakout, increasing 96% to a new annual high of $0.00001576, until a pullback to $0.00001 occurred that aligned with the trend line. Investors still need Shiba Inu to meet a few conditions before they can declare a fresh bull market, even if the last 24 hours saw a surge of double digits. With a market valuation of $6.6 billion, the second most popular meme coin is now selling at $0.000112. Trading volume for Shiba Inu has surged by 30% in the past 24 hours, reaching $321 million. This suggests that investors are accumulating more shares in anticipation of a larger price movement in the coming days. But